Hey folks, doing Hero of None here with your Mundus Minutes on February 15th, 2019. Tonight we're going to be covering ESO news, Golden Merchant items, and Luxury Merchant items. So last Monday we had a new patch to improve the stability of Mac clients, and we also had a PTS patch on Monday to make adjustments to the dungeons, fix some bugs with the ability bars, a fix so procs won't activate other procs, including champion point passives, further racial adjustments, and general stability improvements to most clients. We had ESO live today on this 15th, and you can watch the full VOD on Twitch TV/Bethesda. In that, they mentioned that PTS will be updated on Monday with a full copy of PCNA, testing a few things with the database backend. Ratstone will be released on PC on February 25th and on console on March 12th. The Morrowind event is still going on through Monday, and you can still get double drops, your event tickets, and other nice little things there while you venture across Vandefall. Also, a reminder, you can get a pet pig by gifting 1,000 crowns worth of items to friends on any platform. Well, make sure you're doing it on PC for PC, console for console. But remember, it has to be to 2 players. You can't do it to just one person, and it has to be a total of 1,000 crowns. So that's the news today. Let us take a look at what's going on Luxury Merchant. So tonight we have Redguard Gazebo, Plated Dome, Shrine of Mara, decorative, Wedding Blossom's Peach, Wedding Gazebo, and Wedding Pergolia, Bear. Now, if you're in for wedding stuff, I'd probably say the Wedding Gazebo is actually pretty nice. The flowers, I probably would have got the ones I recommended last weekend. Shrine of Mara, you can't really go wrong with, especially if you're looking for to make your house like a type of worship for Mara. The Redguard Gazebo is actually kind of interesting. I would recommend it. It is 75k, but it is kind of worth it given everything else that you have to pay for it on it. And the Pergolia for 35k is not bad, and it's a large structure as well. Now, in addition to that, we have several items on the Golden Merchant tonight. So for 150k, you have Fjord's Ring, which you can get out of, I believe it is East March. Weapon damage, weapon critical, stamina recovery, and reduce the cost and increase the speed and movement speed bonus of sprint by 15%. Kind of one of the meta sets here if you're going to make a run build. You can get the purple set, and it has the same bonus on the 5-piece. But getting the gold, if you're doing something for PvP, maybe you want to get that extra 2, 3, or 4 slot bonus, might be worth it. You have the Stygian Ring, which is spell damage, stamina, and magicka. And when you're sneaking or invisible, you do your damage done by magic abilities increased by 20%. Seems good, but not really that great. You're gonna have one shot to get this 5-piece bonus off, and then you're gonna have to use Dark Cloak from a Nightblade, or you're gonna have to use something like invisible plots to get that. And remember, this bonus is only gonna apply to anything that's PvE based. PvP based, those modifiers don't apply, and it's one of those things they put in there to prevent one-shot builds. Next, for 250k, Blood Drinker Ring. Weapon critical, weapon damage, weapon critical, and increasing the damage with your bleed damage over time effects by 20% here. Now you have to build into a bleed build, but this is one of those meta sets that are used for that type of build. In addition to that, this comes out of one of the DLC dungeons, Bloodroot Forge, so it's kind of hard to get if you don't have ESO Plus or the DLC. So it actually might be worth it to buy this for 250k. But again, you have to build into it, and you're gonna want the full 5-piece item set. You're gonna probably have to at least have one run of that dungeon to have some of the other items to it. If you guys didn't already take advantage of ESO Plus and have some of those, well, you might have to get the DLC to do so, or just buy a month of ESO Plus to get the rest of the items. And the other one, Dune Ripper, max health, Healing taken, and when you're blocking, your physical and spell resistance goes up by 4,300. A set that looks nice on with this 5-piece bonus, but honestly, I would just skip over this. The increase of physical and spell resistance is good, but only applies to blocking, and blocking already reduces your incoming damage by 50%. You should already have your physical and spell resistance most times before you block. So really not that great. And if you really wanted this comes from a standard dungeon. I believe it is I'll say I cannot remember, unfortunately. It's one of the sandy ones. I cannot recall, unfortunately. But it comes out of standard dungeon, and you can get the purple ring pretty easily. So again, I would probably skip that one. Next, for 100k, you can get Lambert's Vision or Visage. Maximum Magicka, and when you do flame damage or shock damage, you have 10% chance to summon a meteor shower of damage. They deal damage, meteor shower to damage type that will deals 1,478 damage to all enemies in 4 meters every 1 second to 5 seconds. Effect concur every 8 seconds. I've heard some people use this. I heard other people don't like it. I'm on the fence about it. I think it's okay for a damage proc set, but there's probably other ones out there that work a little bit better and a little bit more often as well. For 100k, probably skip it. You can run the dungeon this comes from and just try to get the set that you need. Again, it's infused, so it's not divines, kind of useful and all that stuff. Infused can be used, but divines is probably what you want to have. Next, Swarm Mother's Guise. Stamina recovery, and when you block an attack from an enemy that is further 5 meters from you, you spin strands of silk to pull them toward you. This concur every 1 second. Very interesting helmet set, probably useful for tanks that are not a DK, and also kind of useful inside PvP when you're trying to pull in people that are just way too far. But for 100k, I'd probably skip it and just run the dungeon itself. This would come from Spindle Clutch 1, I believe. So anyways, that's Hero of None. That's your Mundus Minute for February 15th, and I'll see you on Tenrail.